Powerpuff Girls Japanese anime review by ConnerTheWaffle. That's interesting. Honestly, I've never seen this one. I've seen the original Powerpuff Girls, right? Makes sense, right? But I've never seen the anime one. The only thing I've recently seen is that a lot of tourists were how do you say this? Pretty mad when somebody pointed out that that's some stuff, which was very interesting. Anyways. Also, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry, Poker, the money tempted me. Understandable. Have a good day. Understandable. Anyways, we'll go in. Let's see it.
Oh boy, the Powerpuff Girls, a Cartoon Network classic that, as a youngster, I was always embarrassed to admit that I watched. But now that I'm older, hell yeah! The Powerpuff Girls were awesome! Before that 2016 reboot, of course. The show was about
At least we didn't get the live action. The live action script is out there. You can read it. I wouldn't recommend reading it, but you can indeed read it. And, it is the greatest slop you could imagine. It is indeed ultimate slop. So, yeah, glad we didn't get that one. Life could have been worse.
Adorable, superpowered little girls who were made in a lab. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. The show had everything a kid could ask for. Fun characters, funny villains, action, adventure, superpowers, and this joke.
Yeah, he made us in his laboratory by accident. Don't worry, Professor. I was an accident, too.
Oldie but goodie, indeed. That's an oldie but goodie. That is an old one but good one. But yeah, happens to the best of us. Sometimes you just are an accident. Whoopsie.
I mean, really now, what do you say to that? She's only a child. She doesn't know what that really means. She's not ready for the truth. The cartoon was a comic book brought to life, but with lots of anime influence as well, with the Dragon Ball Z style high-speed, snappy flying and fighting. The characters moving so fast that the background becomes a blur, the overly dramatic static facial reactions, and so much more. It also helps with the fact that the main characters are 3 adorable girls. Japan loves that stuff. And so do I. So why was there never a Powerpuff Girls anime?
Pause? Yeah, there they are. There they are. Okay, here we go.
Is what I would have said before I knew of the existence of Powerpuff Girls Z.
You mess with those kids, you mess with us, the Powerpuff Girls!
Yeah, this is real. I'm so hyped. So yeah, Cartoon Network of Japan actually created a Powerpuff Girls anime. Powerpuff Girls Z, or PPGZ for short in other countries, is a, may I remind you, real thing that happened. Japan adapted the concept of the butt-kicking Powerpuff Girls in America and turned it into a Super Sailor.
Yep, just turned them into magical girls. I mean, that fits, right? It makes sense to do that, right? That is indeed the logical conclusion, right? Turning them into magical girls. It is. I mean, they are almost essentially. They're really close to that, anyways, already. So like, it doesn't make much difference, right? It won't matter much.
Moon-esque anime, and you know what? I'm okay with this. On the other hand, I am not okay with that. Dude, am I going to jail? I just saw something I really shouldn't have seen.
Yes, you will. Hey, still better than the chick who said that she felt like a PDF when watching Planet. Yep. I don't know much about Planet. What I do know is that this has nothing to do with children. Doesn't matter though. Tourists are hell, chat. Tourists are. We need to extinguish all tourists. I don't mean tourism, but I do mean tourists.
And this wasn't just a one-off special with a few episodes. No, Powerpuff Girls Z ran from July 1st, 2006 all the way to June 30th, 2007. Almost an entire year, producing 52 episodes.
Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Honestly, that would probably still do well, honestly. But that's pretty good. I remember having a crush on Blossom when I was a kid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that as well. Yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it though. I get it though.
D2. And the icing on the cake is that every episode has been dubbed in English.
You made the biggest mistake of your life, Mojo!
So, what are we waiting for? Let's begin our Powerpuff Girls anime adventure. So the intro starts up, and it's the most anime thing I have ever seen. That's the only way I can really describe it. We see the Powerpuff Girls fighting in scenes that last less than a second, flashy colors, cute chibis, and the roll call. Now that's the English intro, and while it is pretty good, the Japanese intro is a little more.
Don't! I dare you! This will get copyright. I will touch you if you just play that right now. What the fuck? Stop! No, don't. I already had issues with SAO abridged, right? I already had problems with SAO abridged. And don't. I mean, the anime, she's the only one that stands up because of her hair. Oh, you had crush on the anime version. I had a crush on the real version. Anyways, the actual, like the original version. So there's that. I will crash out.
more Oh,
I'm gonna fucking die. And it's this man's fault that I'm gonna fucking die.
feeling it. Where is that epic chorus in every anime intro? I know it's coming. There it is. Oh my.
Whoever's touching this, right? Whoever made this, right, is slowly sharpening the axe to chop off my nuts. I know who you are. I'm gonna see it. It's got content ID detected. Blocked everywhere, but blocked everywhere. blocked everywhere.
もう死んでいる。何？大あたくびでギゼブ。
So the show takes place in
The city of Townsville.
Actually, in the anime, the city is dubbed New Townsville, while in the original Japanese release, the city was named Tokyo City. There's actually a nice handful of differences the anime made from the cartoon in order to freshen things up and not feel like a bland cut and paste copy, such as the origin story for the Powerpuff Girls themselves. The first episode sets things up nicely, so let's check it out. We're greeted with Professor Utonium and his son, Ken Kitsawa Utonium.
Morning, Dad. I brought
Don't tell me they were created to create a harem for his son. I see the vision. I see the vision. And a robot dog.
some tea.
Thanks, Ken.
He's the professor's lab assistant as well as aspiring scientist. They also have a robotic dog, which instantly gets cute points.
All right, okay. Here you go.
So if the professor already has a kid, where do the Powerpuff Girls come in? Considering the reason they exist is because he wanted to create the perfect little daughters. Well, don't worry.
He nutted into the mixer. Or whatever.
We'll get to that. So the mayor and Miss Bellum contact the professor to warn him that an ecological disaster is heading for New Townsville, a glacier that's shooting snow all over the world, and they should use their science to fix it. Luckily, Ken has an answer to this: to blast the glacier with his ray gun, containing...
Well, it's no longer Chemical X, it's something new. Yes, Chemical Z!
Chemical Z confirmed.
Chemical Z. Oh, that makes sense. Will the professor allow such reckless behavior, though? Cut to the high school where we meet three very familiar-looking girls.
Hi there. Thank you. No, I'm fine.
Oh, so they're just so in the anime they're essentially just random chicks, random high school girlies that just got hit with this. That's the chemical Chemical Z-men. That's a good one. Okay, bro, that's a good one. Well, yeah. Yeah. But the problem is that gives them oh no, that can't work because, well, these are already alive. They're already alive. Ew, no.
Maybe after school we could get a soda?
Sorry, guys, I'm busy.
Yup, the Powerpuff
Yep. That one would have turned into an OF girl if she didn't get hit with the chemical Z. You know that. You know it already, right? You know it already.
Girls in this universe are 3 everyday happy-go-lucky high school students, still keeping their trademarked personalities. This being the case, however, means that the girls have normal names for their everyday life, while Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup are their superhero aliases, similar to Bruce Wayne and Batman. In case you're interested, their names are Momoko, Miyako, and Karu. Yeah, no, we're sticking with Bubbles. So we cut back to the professor's lab, where Ken is growing very impatient,
Bubble on these nuts. Gonna use that in the bedroom. Diabolical.
wanting to test out his chemical Z on the glacier, but the professor won't let him because it's untested and dangerous and yada yada yada. Ken doesn't care and recklessly does it anyway. He shoots the glacier, but his ray gun malfunctions, acting up and shooting chemical Z all over New Townsville. The girls see the rays heading for innocent children all across town, and being the valiant girls that they are, instinctively jump in to protect them, taking on the rays full force.
This video is going to get copyrighted back and forth, up and down, diagonally, to the left, to the right. I am not surviving this. I will get killed.
No, please don't tell me I'm wearing a skirt!
However, the rays also hit
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I guess the tomboy doesn't particularly like that.
a monkey and other creatures, having a negative effect on them, turning them into superpowered villains.
Smelly humans, say hello to Mojo.
Thus, setting up the superpowered world of New Townsville and setting up Powerpuff Girls Z. I really enjoy the liberties the anime took to stand out from the original series and somewhat give it its own identity. Since this is an anime, every episode needs to tell and continue a story. So here, it actually takes a couple of episodes for the girls to actually meet up, since they weren't friends from the beginning. Which actually makes a lot of sense. Their personalities are so different, it's not much of a surprise they weren't hanging around each other in school.
Look, I know you. You're the girl who's all obsessed with comic books and superheroes. I know you too, Bubbles.
It's especially fun seeing the tomboy Buttercup interact
Yep, the tomboy's like, ew, brother, ew, what's that, brother? Don't you just love it when superhero characters act like superheroes and aren't just political tools? The good times of when you could just enjoy superheroes because they were superheroes and not, political weapons. Yay, Superman, son.
with the overly girly Bubbles and the boy-obsessed Blossom.
I could never be friends with these two. Just look at them. They'd always be talking about clothes and comics and
I have to wear a skirt! A stupid, ridiculous skirt! Oh, gross! That's totally uncool!
Then they need to adjust to working together, living a normal life as well as being superheroes. The anime does a great job of going into the Powerpuff Girls with more depth and expanding the lore. Every episode has 2 segments. It usually starts off with the girls living their normal teenage life, whether that be going to school,
Blossom, don't you remember? We have that big biology test today. No way!
watching TV, or swooning over boys. These segments are actually really enjoyable, and I'm not sure if it's just because I have a pre-existing love for the Powerpuff Girls. So seeing them do anything outside of fighting is really fun. But to be honest, the writing is really well done and humorous. It walks the line perfectly of attracting both female and male audiences.
Oh yeah, it's leftover bacon and eggs today. All right.
However, life is never easy when you're a Powerpuff Girl, because during any activities when they're just regular schoolgirls, they get a call that the town is in distress. And the second half of the show becomes a
There's too much music from popular shows in there. Now it's Power Rangers. I am getting obliterated. That sounds fun. Wow. Also, is that just the giant... Is that the fucking dirty bubble? Or whatever it's called from SpongeBob? Is that just a ginormous flan? What is this?
crime-fighting superhero anime.
What are they doing? 100% attack, 0% damage. What?
And similar to Sailor Moon and Power Rangers, this transition from high school student to superhero life is done by a flashy, over-the-top transformation sequence. Seriously, it's exactly like Power Rangers. They're in school taking a test, and then they get a call from the professor.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is kind of like Power Rangers, right? Because, like, in the beginning, right, of each episode, right, you also have, like, the Rangers just doing their regular life, right? And then, they just, you know, they get the call, and then they have to do something and stuff, right? It's very similar. It's pretty much the same, almost.
Oh no, the three of us need to mysteriously disappear, and, well, you know what happens next.
It's morphin' time!
You want to kill me. You do. Shadow Eclipse, you want to take me out. This is an assassination attempt on me.
Everything else from here on out just needs to be seen to be believed. It's a really well done spin-off adaptation of the original Powerpuff Girls. Seeing all the heroes and enemies with their new anime recreation is a real treat. Mojo Jojo, arguably the series' most famous villain, looks epic and possibly even threatening. But still, not really.
No, it's gonna be happening!
Powerpuff Girls Z has the same exact soul.
Is bro Eggman? Is bro Eggman? Feels like Eggman to me. Bro, it's just Eggman. Yes, we do. Stop it.
And feel of the original Powerpuff Girls, in the sense that the creators made a show involving three adorable superpowered girls, and made it appeal to both boys and girls of all ages. Sure, it's got that cute Japanese flair to it, but it also has really fun, butt-kicking action, and believe it or not, really sad emotional moments. I mean, come on, that's gotta be a standard for every anime, no matter how wacky or fun. They at least need to make you tear up once.
I'm afraid it's also the end for you, Poochie. At least now I know what it's like to be a normal dog.
No, stop, I'm not ready. Powerpuff Girls Z is an amazing experience, and I recommend everyone who grew up watching the original Powerpuff Girls series on Cartoon Network, and yeah, even the new 2016 version.
What is this abomination? Why is there a fat fucking panda? What is this? What is this abomination, Poke Croc Rock? What is this?
I guess, to check out Powerpuff Girls Z. It's the ultimate experience of sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Wait a second! I know what makes New Townsville special! You do? Sure! It's us, silly! The Powerpuff Girls Z! Good call, Bubbles. Maybe you should be the leader. Really? Thanks, Blossom! Ah, not this again! That's it! See ya!
Anyways, well, I guess there is maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, that 2016 doesn't exist. 2016 doesn't exist in general, but that's just me. Interesting. Well, we have the Powerpuff Girlies here, and maybe I'll watch it. I've not considered it yet. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Right? There's a way. There's always a way. P-word. The one that Nintendo doesn't like. Anyways, interesting.